How do you deal with a gym-related injury mentally? Now, you're probably not looking for how to actually heal an injury. I don't think people talk about this enough, how to deal with it mentally. It can fuck up your head, especially, if you get injured in the gym, you probably made a decent amount of progress. It takes a decent amount of progress for you to get injured in the gym. You need to be quite strong to get injured in the gym. And once you start losing that progress, it's gonna fuck with your head. Me personally, I've been injured. I've been injured so many fucking times I can't even count. But I'm gonna talk about the first time it happened. I was doing tricep pushdowns, and I already had some elbow problems, but I was kind of denying it. So I was doing these pushdowns, and suddenly, and I fucking let the weight up, fucking crashing. I'm respectful when it comes to gym equipment, but this time I just fucking let go and let the stack fucking crash on the ground. And I remember just pausing there, holding my elbow like this. I kind of just paused there for a minute, and this is the first time I realized that I'm fucking injured. I'm injured. I actually have to take time off the gym. I remember just walking back to I decided, to completely cut off, completely stop the training session. I remember walking to the fucking locker room just completely empty, still kind of in denial that this even happened. But I got changed, and I tried to get changed, and I tried to take my t-shirt off, and I was like, oh. I remember, bro, I was seriously on the edge of tears, not because of pain, but because I realized that I had to take time off. I won't be able to train for a good while. A very good while. And it was fucking hard. It was hard. I remember there was one day, probably like 2 months in the injury, I just fucking... It was also that day I was trying to do my rehab for the injury, and I fucked it up somehow. I think I went too far, too fast. I kind of knew that I shouldn't go on to the next level rehab. I think I was trying to do the next weight on the tricep extension, and I was kind of in denial. And again, I went too heavy. It didn't rip or anything, but I started feeling pain afterwards, and again, this emptiness feeling. And I remember going to bed that night, sitting down, at the edge of my bed, and then fucking put my hand on my face, and just a tear ran down my face. And I know it's a fucking injury. It's an injury, for fuck's sake. I should not be crying over it, unless it was the most painful thing ever, like physically painful. But no, I was crying because I couldn't train. I don't think people talk about this enough. Gym is not just gym. People go to the gym when they're sad, when they're happy, when they're depressed, when they're excited about something. They go to celebrate anything in life and to deal with anything in life. They go to the gym, and you can't deal with it now. That place you went to deal with your feelings, now you can't, because you're injured. You can't push training. You can't push yourself hard. You can't do that anymore. And that fucking fucks you up. Fucks you up in the head. Now, before I go rambling on about my struggles, I want to talk about how you can fix your own struggles. Now, how do we actually deal with this mentally so that you don't feel this... I can't even explain this feeling. You probably feel this overwhelming fogginess in your head, this anger in your head. You can't even explain it. It's definitely a negative feeling, but you can't even explain it in your head. How do you deal with this feeling? There's only one way. Well, if I were to say in short, you can't. There's no getting rid of this emptiness, angry feeling. There's no getting rid of it. The only way you can get rid of it is to look yourself in the mirror, tell yourself that, bro, you need to take time off. Take the L, and whenever your injury feels a little more, if you irritated your injury, you need to step back again. You just need to promise yourself that no matter how long it takes, no matter how many times you get re-injured, that you will simply heal the injury again and you will go back. That's all you can do. All you can do is promise yourself that no matter how long this takes, you will get back. And I remember the first time I trained to failure in 6 months. It's better than any feeling. It's better than any fucking feeling. It's better than the first time you went on a date. It's better than the first time you fucked a bitch. It's better than the first time you, basically the first time anything. It's better than the first time than hitting your 60 kg PR on the bench. It's better than anything. I mean, the thing is, you don't really care that you lost all that muscle. That training session when I trained for failure the first time, I could only do like half my, not half of my, probably like 60-70% of my old weight, but I didn't care. It was just a smile on my face. Like, I was just training like this whole session, you know, and obviously going to failure, right? But I was just smiling the whole session. I remember going outside, you know, outside the gym, and I just, that emptiness feeling, that angry, empty, foggy feeling just kind of disappeared, like as if the wind kind of just carried it away. That's all you can do, bro. It just takes time. Now, obviously, you have to inform yourself on how to heal the injury, how to approach, first of all, how to prevent injury. That's the first thing you need to learn. Then how to heal an injury, and then how to go from there. I think I'm going to make a video on that, because this video is definitely important, how to deal with it mentally, but you also need to know basically how to deal with it physically, how to actually heal it so that it doesn't get re-injured, and so that you prevent any injury in the first place. And basically, this whole video, basically what I told you is you need to heal the injury anyway. There's no dealing with it mentally. To deal with it mentally, you need to heal the injury. I'm going to make a video on how to heal the injury. Very simple steps. I'll go on that later. But first of all, I just need to tell you, there's no escaping this feeling. You can't really deal with it mentally. All you have to do is promise yourself that you'll come back. I hope you learned something.